Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to this week's Elements Developer Diary. Now, we've got a lot of stuff to cover this week. First of all, I want to give you an update on the text editing, the inline text editing, how that works. And then I want to talk about light and dark mode. And also, we are still updating our V2 components. Now, they're not shipping yet. We've still got some of them to do, but they're coming along really well, and we're really pleased with the way this is all shaping up. Now, the V2 components are in here, and they're kind of reworkings of the V1 components, but we're reworking them to make them more consistent, so you always know you have the same settings, like these spacing, transition effects, filters, things like that. They're always in the same place, they're always the same settings, so you know when you go to these different components you can use these features and effects. So it's really nice, but I'll give you an update on that next week. This week we're going to talk about text and dark and light mode. So let's dive straight in, and I've got this website here that I've been building, and if I double click into the heading here, I can edit the text, so my text editing controls come up. So if I click out, I get the standard controls for all the layouts, colors and backgrounds, you know, and I can change the overall color of the text here. But if I want specific control of the text, I just double click into the box, and this is where, you know, I can write stuff and we can highlight and make changes. Now, I went over this a little bit last week. You can set the color by turning this on, and now you can also set the font family. So I could change this to a quote and you'll see it update there, and I could change the text size. So now you've got these visual controls, and it's really nice. And if you want to clear the formatting on this, you can just click that and it clears it completely. So let's switch that back to red. So that's really nice. We've got some more work to do on this. There is some ongoing work in the theme studio to fix some of the styles and things and how things are formatted in there. We need some more control. So that's all going to be coming in the theme studio, and I'll go over that in the coming weeks. But in short, really, with the text editing engine, it's going great, and this feels better than ever. It feels more Mac-like than the build. If you've got a beta, than the build you guys are running. It just, it just works really well. We're really pleased with this. Right, let's talk about light and dark mode. And we weren't planning on digging into this or implementing this just yet, but it kind of came off the back of coloring text in here. And I'm going to show you how dark and light mode works, and then I'll come back to this and we'll see how that works in the text editing engine as well. So I've put together this other page here, just messing about, just a bit of fun really, playing with some effects. And to do dark and light mode, in the previous builds, we had a little button here. It was here on the end, and people weren't sure what it did because it was kind of like a moon, a half and half, dark and light moon, and people were clicking it and saying, well, nothing's really happening with it. So we've reconfigured these controls, and we've moved this along to the end here. So you can switch between dark and light mode by clicking these buttons, and it's quite nice. We've got this nice little animation and the icons pop. That's the same for these as well. We've now animated those a bit. But yeah, you can click between dark and light mode, and as you'll see, nothing's happening at the moment. And that's because I haven't specified any colors for dark mode. And we've made it really, really easy to do. And again, I haven't seen other apps that work this nicely. This is just next level stuff. So what we can do, I'm on light mode, and that's great. And I'm setting all my colors here for light mode. And if I want to change the colors for dark mode, I just go over to dark mode, highlight the object I want to change, and then change the color. And now when I click between dark and light mode, you can see that changes, and you can see the color slider there changing. So we can go ahead, we'll stay in dark mode, and I'll just click on this, we'll change that to dark as well, and our text, we'll change this to light. So now when I click back and forth, you can see it changes, and it's as easy as that to kind of configure how you want it. And it's really nice, and it just works seamlessly, and it's so quick to play around with this stuff and see how your site looks in light and dark mode, and you can configure it however you like. Now there's a couple of cool things here. What we're recommending is for background colors and things, mainly background colors and things like that, you'd want, you should use the surface color of the theme. And the reason for this is because all of our themes use a surface color to set kind of that tone, like the background. And for text, ideally, you should use text. And the reason we say this is because while you could configure this however you like, I mean, you can use any colors you want here. You know, if I went over to night mode, I could make that purple and it changes the color, and that's great. Let me go to text. So I've got this set as text color and these as the surface color. We'll do that in a minute. I was going to change those as well because it's tempting because it's so easy, but we can do that in a minute. Now, when I change theme, the really nice thing is because I'm using surface, it's using the kind of the theme accent, same as the brand color as well. That would be the same. If I made, let's have a look. Let me just duplicate this for a minute. If I made this text, use the brand color, you can see that's blue there. So as I changed through these, all our colors are changing globally, like they're all shifting nicely together. So here you can see this red highlight. And this is, I don't know how well this will come across on the video, but this is like an off red background here. And you know, and Solar's a dark theme. So you can see there, this is, let me just set this to the brand color here, just so you can see the colors changing as well. Brand. Whoop. Yeah, so switching between these themes, it gives my site a different look really seamlessly by switching between these. And you can see the highlighting brand color there. And this background is slightly off-white. But we've got different fonts, different colors, and it really, by changing these, it really gives a different feel. And I can do the same in dark mode. And you can see this all just works. Now I've picked the right colors, like a surface color for the background and a text color for the text. These themes seamlessly work, and it means you can have a different look really easily like that. So it's really cool stuff. And that's what I was going to do here. Let's just update these as well. Colors and backgrounds, we want that to be light. And on these dark blurry backgrounds, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch that to dark. So there we go. So you can see how easy that is just to change these things. And now that's working. And you'll see it still works. And because on these I'm using a brand color there, like a red brand color, when I'm changing through these themes, the overlay is being tinted with that brand color. Let me just get that updated. There you go. You can see. So it's very cool. So if you color things correctly, when you switch themes, your site will just automatically update and you can get a completely different look in just a click of a button. All right, let's hop back to my other site here. So this is an architect site I'm just setting up. I've got some nice effects. You know, we've got a whole page going on here and it's looking really good. And again, I've already done the work to turn this into to have light and dark mode. And you can see that is looking really good. And again, it works with the themes. Like this theme happens to be a dark colored theme anyway. So in light mode, it's still dark, but slightly, or not quite so dark. And then in dark mode, it goes really dark. On the system one, you can see we've got this nice blue tint. And on here, everything turns blue, even the background's blue there on dark mode. Really nice typesetter. This is a yellowy type theme. And again, you can see that working here. It just works so well when things are set up just nicely. Really good stuff. So the reason I've come back to this is because while we were doing highlighting this text, this was one of the problems. We thought, well, you've changed the color of the text in here, and that's great, and we had this, and that worked. And then we were like, well, what happens when you go into dark mode? This text is still red. And we were like, this is before we'd done dark mode. And we were like, well, how's that going to work? And that's why we looked at a lot of solutions and brainstormed how we were going to do this. And, you know, that's how it seems very obvious that this is, but we had some other ideas on how this was going to work. So just like we changed the colors out here, even in the text editor, if I want a different color in dark mode, I can do that. So we've made this orange in here, and now we flip between the two modes, and you can see that just changes to what we want it to. So every text, every color picker in Elements supports light and dark mode now. So you can literally, anywhere you change the color in this panel here, you can just have light and dark mode, and it just works. And if you wanted to clear the formatting again, you just hit that, and now we're back to the standard. Let's reset that. So really, really good stuff. Like, this is we've got a lot of stuff going on here. You know, we've got the V2 components coming. We've got this dark and light mode, which has been implemented now. We've got this new text engine. We just need to finish that off. So it's all coming together, and all of this is gearing up for that public beta. So we're really pushing now to finish those features off and get everything in there that you're going to need to build a good static website out of the box. So this is really exciting stuff. So I hope you like the changes we've made, and we'll be pushing out a beta soon for you guys to test this. We just want to get a little bit more done before you start using it. So look out for the beta, maybe later this week, maybe next week. We'll keep you updated. All right, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like what we're doing, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.